or something, and they're just like, no, look it up online. There's this big old earthquake that happened.
The U.S. Geological Survey reported more than 80 aftershocks and counting, including this one that hit during a news conference.
On a geologic time frame, hundreds, thousands of years, an earthquake like this is just one of many, many, many.
Please tell me you guys are feeling this earthquake and that I'm not crazy, because it's moving and it's shaking and it won't stop.
People across Southern California captured the shaking on camera and shared pictures on social media. So far, no reports of any serious injuries or major damage.
It has been 20 years since Southern California felt an earthquake that strong. And right after the quake, this house burst into flames. Crews are trying to figure out if the quake damaged a gas line, and that's what started the fire. Meteorologist Jesse Maag joins us. You've got some nice pictures tonight amid the rain from some folks.
Yes, some heavy rain that you were driving through there. We talked about that earlier. There was a break after that, and this kind of poof, that cloud disappeared, but some of those raindrops continued to fall, and we had a nice shot here sent in by Great Snowden. This was in Kettering at the Mire. Very good shot. And actually, take a closer look at that rainbow. We know what the original rainbow looks like. You can see the double rainbow there as well, and that's actually a reflection, more or less a mirror image of what the original rainbow looks like, so it's not in the same order as far as those colors go. Take a closer look and you can kind of see that the opposite colors from the one on the outside of the original. Right now, live Doppler 7 radar, quiet overhead. We just have a storm to the far, far north up towards Findlay, Ohio right now, and we do expect to stay dry as we go throughout the remainder of the overnight hours. Also, just a very tiny cell there to the north of Bell Fountain, but again, most of us should stay dry and nice and quiet here as well. Some fireworks earlier. I think that might be some of the smoke or haze there in the atmosphere from those, and it's not drifting a whole lot because the winds are really quiet, really calm right now, coming maybe out of the south at about 5 miles per hour at the most. Still quite warm in Dayton as well, 81 degrees, and this is the heat island effect I was talking about earlier. If you guys were watching, look at the temperature of Dayton, 81 degrees, and everything in the surrounding area as much as about 5 or even 6 degrees lower than that. Troy, our closest neighbor off towards the north that you can see here, 6 degrees cooler than where Dayton sits out there right now. Hourly forecast throughout the remainder of the 4th of July here is going to be nice, warm, and muggy. Temperatures dropping down into about the lower 70s. And once again, as we head into tomorrow, very similar situation to today. We're going to see hot and humid conditions, that heat index value up into the 90s, and a chance that we see a thunderstorm rumble as well. So for tomorrow, topping off with a high of 89 degrees. Again, in the afternoon, scattered showers and thunderstorms are possible to develop. Keep an eye on those. About a 30% chance they will be kind of random like we saw here today once again. What it's going to feel like over the next several days, not great tomorrow. The heat index could reach the middle 90s, but we're heading down for Saturday, feeling like about 90 degrees at the very warmest point of the day. And for Sunday, we start to get some drier air that's moving in. Temperatures are going to be in the 80s, but it's going to only feel like about the upper 80s at the warmest point there. If you have any plans or possibly still some of that cleanup activity with the tornadoes that moved through earlier, we're still seeing a chance for thunderstorms as we go into the afternoon hours tomorrow. The best chance for rain is going to arrive there on Saturday. Once again in the afternoon, a cold front is going to sweep in from the north. That's going to not necessarily drop the temperature as much as it's going to drop the dew point temperatures, so that humidity is going to take a nosedive by the time we get late into Sunday and especially into Monday. Now it does cool us off a little bit, 83 degrees the temperature by the time we get into Monday. That's pretty much right on par with where we'd expect to be. And even as we go into Tuesday, temperatures fairly close to that mark as well. About 85 degrees for the high temperature at that point or so. And again, those dew point temperatures falling off is going to make it feel very, very comfortable. Not only that, but we get a couple of days in a row where we don't have to deal with thunderstorms in the afternoon and a good amount of sunshine. But watch out for the next two, Friday and into Saturday, a chance for scattered showers and storms in the afternoon. Meteorologist Dante Jones will be in at 4:25 for AM edition. He's going to be having the latest forecast for you and let you know what you can expect as far as thunderstorm activity later in the day.
The art of sand sculpting just went to a whole new level. Look at this. This sand museum in Turkey called Sandland showcases its largest exhibition called Legends. 20 artists from around the world created these sculptures. Each took about 3 weeks. Look at the intricacy there. And they needed more than 10 tons of sand. The exhibit showcases versions of the 7 wonders of the world. Funding meant for intelligence projects at Wright Pat could be heading to the border. The push by 2 Miami Valley lawmakers to keep that money right here in the valley.